They will fight. And they will die. For how else is a champion to be born?
Alright, hello everyone. Ghost Taser 7 here. Starting out with this longsword, going against the Darius here in the Baron lane. Got that longsword so I can try to get the wave clear off of my E, because that scales off the AD, the longsword is my favorite passive. Wave clear wins game. Always try to get some wave clear there too. Try to beat him to it, so I can show your trade value. Definitely an honorable Darius there, because he went for the wave first, initially anyways. What's up with that emoji? Weird. I didn't actually do that, so I don't know what just happened there. Not sure. Anyways, same broken record. I'll 3 over him and still had a conqueror.
Enemy slain.
But he got hemorrhage stacks, so I didn't want to play with that. We'll just heal up. His passive is pretty OP, and if he ults with that passive, he does absurd damage. He will kill you if he gets hurt. Gotta get the kit that the opponent is capable of, and its limitations in order to counter effectively. So, just a little bit of tips and tricks, I guess you could say. Or counterplay for short. Still can clear this. Being a little broken record was cool. Not necessarily him per se, just everybody is pretty obvious. Slightly one kill. Look at what that's thinking about. By playing with his other skills instead of always pulling first.
Windzone has spawned in middle lane.
You are secured the damage, and you have to go back. Apparently you haven't booked yet. Already used it, I'm not sure. Yeah, he would used it, okay. Put this demolisher. Save as much as possible. But I was aware of it, so I wasn't really worried about it. He was screwed up a little bit because he should have waited to pull. But he flash pulled, so it wasn't terrible. Right. I don't know what else he brought though. Oh, he brought an ignite. Right, so I would have used Ghost, Flash. In my head, it would have been played. So for what he did, it seems fine then. Correction. Anyway, so you got me on the ropes right here. But I am ahead in the gold. Yes. Okay, look.
Ally slain.
Taking real huge value out of that passive to come back instead of having to go back and giving him more gold. So holding that 40 gold lead, it's not much, but it adds up to that first tier 1, and after that it becomes tier 3. Hopefully you get a snowball or multiple kill potential. Multiple kills in general. Snowball is the dream come true. Forgot to close that window, my bad. Got some more passive out of me. Trying to use it again to get back to full life. That's cool because we're holding our own. And Darius is definitely an ego counter pick. Work was a little bit questionable because he missed the ult here. Even though it looked like a rotated in. A diamond smurf.
Enemy slain.
Pretty good play.
Ally slain.
On the Jinxless smurf. Ended up liking that one after the match.
Middle turret is under attack.
A tool to guide my wrath.
Bottom turret is under attack.
Pretty unfortunate. Slight bullying for sure, but it's cool. He really wants the Darius to win, so it makes sense. His strategy. Must have been
Middle
fine.
turret is under attack.
That wasn't a hacker. So don't be confused because I've said that before. Just trying to get some vision here in case they back. Or even close screen. Got that demolished there and it escaped. Got my flash back up and Ghost is almost up, so we're looking good. Just using that to reset it. Then when I need it, I'll be ready to go. And he can't steal it from me in case he needs it. Especially because he's pushed up. So I can't touch him either. I have to whittle him down in order to secure some kill potential against him. So that's fine. Let's go look at first buy here. Got the hull breaker. No boots. Just rush the tier 3. Makes it a little bit harder for him. Push forward. Then he'll take extra damage. Just ping out that Darius is coming and has left. Lux sees it and walks away. So that's great. Unfortunately, the other vision and don't realize what's happening.
Enemy
Can't afford to
slain.
get out. Lux saw what was happening. That's really good.
First turret
Darius leaves
destroyed.
by taking pressure over my lane. Push up the mid. More pressure on the tier 2. Push tier 3 down so we all get some gold. And you see we're at 23.3 to 22, so a 1300 gold lead here. Breaker stacks and demolished if I have it up. Unfortunately, I can see that in replay though. Breaker's almost in front of me. Here is me. Come on, see ya. Not getting to me. Unless they burn everything and get out.
The lion must return.
It's not worth dying. Ping out that he's coming.
Middle turret is under attack. Rift Terror.
Warwick did admit that he felt like he was trolling and
Ally
said my bad.
slain.
So it wasn't in the world, otherwise I was going to report him. So I actually didn't report him at the end of this match, even though he died 13 times by the end of it. We still won, obviously.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Otherwise I wouldn't be recording the match. And I was flawless, so we didn't die a single time. We almost died like once or twice though. Got really lucky. Let's start Lucidius. Those songs. Just trying to clear up that wave so you can't get extra damage on the turret with the minions themselves.
Slain an enemy.
Not sure if he had a galley or not, so I get him a little lower just in case. I'm gonna check real quick, see if he got it. That's bread and butter to Darius. You'll usually see the Darius by the training force over even the Black Cleaver. But I can see him building a Black Cleaver too, because that armor pen is really nice. Versus Trinity Force does not have the armor pen, but it does have the Sheen proc. And the Sheen proc on your basic attack, or on this, the proc on the skill usage for the basic attack is high scaling. It is 200% AD scaling, which is
Enemy slain.
obnoxious.
Ally slain.
Or to see what's happening. Probably checking my gold beams so I know what my power spec is compared to everybody
Enemy
else.
killing spree. Shut down.
Let's crank Garen in there.
Slain.
Looking for that Seraph. There it is. Try to give her a fake trace so I can dodge. Instead.
Judged.
So I just switched to back. Instead of even going for the kill on the Seraphim. Could could have got punished really great if I did do that. I was hoping that Ezreal had the ult, but I checked afterwards and it was a little bit late, and he did have it. So I'm not sure we were thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe he thought I had it. Maybe just said he's synced. Not sure.
Top turret is under
Anyway, it's all
attack.
good. Got a second weapon and immediately focus at Darius.
To guide
That's
my
my
wrath.
enemy top laner, so I gotta keep him in check. Checking again. 2 here.
Enemy slain.
63. We're very high on the gold right now. Top of the leaderboard on the gold. We're winning here. Clean that up, push it up, and then rotate. Because I see all the enemy presence at mid lane.
Enemy wrath.
Clean that up here.
Shut down. You are on a killing spree.
Felt like I died, but somehow I lost it. And I got back. I'm pretty tired of it.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I think it's like 2 o'clock a.m. right now.
Ally slain.
It's all good.
Enemy
Wasn't like
slain.
destroyed. Pretty close. This is where I thought I was going to die. Got out with the bomb, barely. It's not the end of the world.
Slain.
I'm still ahead of full.
Enemy turret
They can
destroyed.
technically shut down.
Double kill.
Oh wait, I
Enemy
lied. Bradley
slain.
02 picked up a few kills, so that would have been for sure. But I got lucky.
Ally slain.
Last I saw, we only had 1 kill. I forgot I just killed those couple people.
Ally slain.
Correction.
Enemy turret destroyed.
If they're tired, then it might be an easier
Nothing
win.
shall remain.
I don't got any energy drinks. Not drinking any coffee. Not out of dabs. Simulation a little bit weak. But I got some nicotine,
To
so
guide my wrath.
that's helping me stay awake. Let's see what get that vision. They don't have anything in there because they're not pushed up past tier 1, so that makes sense. He's picked up that back cleaver after the hull breaker because I realized I need to start doing some damage. So I'm going to go up the door because I worked on defensive after that. So I'm just going to black cleaver and then build a field now so we can combat those ADs because they got 3 ADs. So support.
Slain. Double
Stay with the
kill.
dragon.
Rampage.
That's fine then.
Turret lost.
So it worked out.
Your team has slain the dragon.
Probably should have said that I didn't have the flash, but it's cool. Ahead of time. Oh well. Yeah, it worked out.
Unstoppable.
Slightly sloppy, but oh well. No,
Ace.
thought we were gonna win right here.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Have it or something. Lux covers me as best she can, and I dip to the side to build them away from the team. Hoping I can get one, maybe, and lead him into them. If the team were to pinch back in, then we're down for that space. Try to get that far and see if it's
Enemy
safe.
slain.
Timing of the minion. CS is pretty difficult if you're not in sync. Try to get this tier 3 here. Jin is covering it. I'm like, okay, we'll just try to get him to babysit and
Enemy
walk away.
slain.
He doesn't stay there too long, so I see his vision here. Get that out.
A god
Try to shoot
cannot
me there.
fall.
I was ready for it. So thought she was going to use the shootout skill there. Instead she didn't, but I was ready for it either way. Pretty overextended here, so I just die.
Team has stolen Baron Nashor.
If I prioritize perfectly on
Killing
squishy,
spree.
then I still might walk away with the kill, and then some, perhaps. It just depends on the conditions. Whether or not they have some spells up. Or ults. Anyway, Darius is here. He's getting no eco. Even with him being behind, he can still get
Enemy slain.
He's always been a good item. It's a good one to try out. Definitely top lane meta pick. It's a good one. I personally gives you that early value. It's like Hydra back in the day. From Tiamat. Lily's got all that one. League of Legends, that one's fact. Tiamat's definitely there. I can use Ravenous Hydra now though. Split them apart, break them apart. Mouse looks for a pull. Didn't work out because they got some dodge reflex. Was a little late though.
Believers!
So we just galley up the not trying to spawn in case I can play off of that. Pretty good setup on Seraphine in general.
A tool
Pretty good
to
kit, that's what
guide
you'll
my
see them
wrath.
and support a lot. Or the Lux. They get real tired of that and then they ban it. Alright, well I get it. But it's also a squishy, so it's also an easy kill. But I also main Baron when I'm here,
Enemy
so
slain.
I see that I'm not really worried about it.
Ally
As an
slain.
ADC, I would be worried about it. You have to check your steps.
Shut down.
Again, rule number one, movement safety. They definitely make that rule harder when they pick things like that. So just be careful. Caution and patience wins games. I'm all pushed up, so okay, let's try to regain control of this. Got that hull breaker, so split push is basically solidified. Taking that cooldown from Darius coming in, but I don't know if he's alone. We don't have forward vision right now. See Master.
Unstoppable.
Didn't have another Q yet, because I walked away to deny the basic attacks. Otherwise his basic attacks will reset his Q. So another little bit of counterplay there. Be used to it, if you're not, then it's going to take some time. Perfect. Try to refocus the Seraphine. Seraphine's like, no.
Your team has slain the dragon.
Darius tries to cover her. Okay, well, let's try to push them out and secure this. And we got it. We got the dragon. Looks like they're pushing up. Seeing if Warwick has a peel or anything. He's definitely looking for it, but you don't want to do it. We push this lane back up. Now we have two lanes. Obviously, we would ideally want all three, but that's fine. They distracted us. Now we have two super ones. Try to come in. One of that's there's that hull breaker / demolish. breakers, it gives you stacks and it does extra damage to the turrets. Anyways, that'll be GG, WP. Flaws 0 on the Garen here. Double pip with a 22-11 KDA on the Kronos Nautilus. Really good stuff. He really hard carried that, steamrolled the whole enemy team with his support skills, so really good stuff. He was diamond, so I expected that. Again, the Warwick died quite a bit of times, but he basically gold traded and still ended up positive. It wasn't the end of the world because we won, and he still put in work, even dying that many times. Now, obviously that didn't help the gold lead, but it still worked out, so it's fine. I still had 16,000, was well above everybody, and part of that is solo farm, and part of that was some of the kills. Ezreal did pretty good as well with a 15-4, Lux with a 15-3, not bad at all. The enemy team had to deal with us, so it's not really slandering them or throwing them under the bus, more like would be the more accurate way to say that. And checking the builds, my build was still good, and I like that Sundered Spear because it gives you the crit. Warwick's build looks fine. Trinity into a Bork is pretty meta. I still don't know what's up with that first item, so I can't say anything about it. Luden's Echo is nice. Leandri's is nice. That heart-looking one is a newer one, but it's pretty nice because if she gets ult, you get burn damage underneath them. So pretty good stuff. I tried that out on Teemo, and it seems pretty viable. Not sure about her second tier 3. I'm not familiar with it, but I have seen it being built, so it seems like it's a meta item. Manamune on Ezreal has always been meta for a long time. Into Trinity Force, so that makes sense, and Cerildia. So if he does get them, it's easy for him to chase because he's got gap close on his blink or kind of a flash, and his Shojin, so he can just keep poking them relentlessly. Right, pretty good stuff. And then Nautilus here with the Yordle, so he gets all that pull value. Look at those stacks with 2,240. Right, and then the Warmogs. Warmogs has always been good. You can greed quite a bit because you'll get percentage health back per second when out of combat. So really good stuff. Amarant's always been good. Get that tenacity, and you grow in size too, so that part's nice. Anyways, enemy side builds. Shojin, Trinity Force, Black Cleaver into a Thorma, it looks like, because he built the Bramble tier 2. Alright, really good stuff on the Darius. Ginseng Fading Blade or whatever it is into, I don't know what that one's called, the tier 2, or I mean the tier 3 bow looking item is a newer one. I believe that's a hybrid item or something. And then the Bork, I think that's their newer meta on the Yi. Luden into Infinity Orb, into Rabadon, into the Crown. Also really good stuff. We would call that meta as well. Death Collector, Magnetic Blaster, Mortal Reminder. Also good on the Jhin. Looks great. Had the Spore item max just like Nautilus, and a Yordle as well. He just didn't have as much condition to outplay as the Nautilus because we was just steamrolling, snowballing, Dead Man's Plate, so he can easily get those pulls with that movement speed is really nice. And the Warmog's there again, so you can kind of greed a little bit without dying. And he did really good. He had over a 2.0 KDA for losing that. That's phenomenal. 2.0 minimum is really good because then you can still win the game. Anyways, that's about it for analyzation of the builds. Let's see here in the stats. 14,000, almost 15,000 damage taken. So he was really getting some peel on those cooldowns, trying to peel them off each other to get them clapped, and sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't. Even Warwick was doing that. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Sometimes they eat the bait, put a line in the sea and hope that it works out, and sometimes they bite. 26% damage and 28% damage on the Lux and the Ezreal. They really put in their job, did their job. Their job was damage, and they did it. So really good stuff with 35,000, 37,000. Kill percentage rating pretty high on our whole team. Really good stuff. 73% on that Nautilus. He was really roaming around everywhere, doing everything. And when they started bullying me, he came and helped me out. So that was really good stuff. Really appreciated that. Shout out to the Cronus. Really good Nautilus. Live to see the competency. enemy team. Seraphine did 28%, so really did her job in the mid lane. 23% on the gold. 22% is a little low, but he still had really high damage. 20% is really the minimum. 25 or so. 20 to 25, because there's 3 damage dealers by right if you're including the mid, the ADC, and the top lane. Unless the top lane's a tank, then it would go to the jungle, correction. So that's pretty good, because the other 2 will pull some of that, but not all of it. So that leaves 25% between the other 2. Anyway, so that's what you're looking for. Anything above a 25% is you did really, really good on your damage. Anyways, that's about it for the stats part. Let's go see the runes here. So again, it doesn't look like anybody here is specifically trolling. Even had a Gathering Storm for stacks scaling for longer games on the Darius, and tankiness with some cooldown so he can get his hemorrhage stacks easier, have more playability with his skills. Sentence is a really good one. I like to use that one. So is TC Swag, that's where I found out that one from on YouTube. Either way, really good stuff. I can say that all those runes, all those builds were good. So if you want to try those out, feel free to reciprocate that by doing it yourself and seeing if you can get similar results, or if not better, hopefully. Anyways, that's about it for this video. If you have any questions, concerns, just let me know. Otherwise, keep analyzing, keep evolving, keep winning. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.